Questo è il nuovo Jäger. Che Jäger, Thatcher, vabbè, ho sbagliato. Quella qua è bella, bella. Questo è un nuovo gadget. Una figata, una figata assurda. Eccolo, il mio fratello, Thunder Crepazis.
And Operation Tenfold Pursuit. This is an important season for us because we set up an important milestone that we're about to hit. And this is also a season where we're addressing key feedback that we hear from you. We understand and we hear you when you say the important things that you want to see addressed are anti-cheat, gameplay variety, and ranked matchmaking. One of the important changes that's coming with Operation Tenfold Pursuit is a new operator remaster. And what better operator than to choose one of the originals from the cast of Siege? This season marks a historic moment for Siege. 10 years. And we'll be sharing even more details about how we're celebrating this at the end of the reveal. So stay tuned.
This is GSAC Dedicated Officer Aya Smith making her final report on the Rainbow Program.
Questa è una nuova, quella di Thatcher, il G3. Ciao Linda.
Global stability hangs in the balance. How did
Raga, la stream in sottofondo.
Deimos exploited our blind spots. He used Nighthaven as a distraction. Stayed ahead at every step.
Tutto bene, amo, tu come stai? E li ho visti, sono belli. Allora, in Ubisoft a fare questo è bravissimo a fare questi video. Sì, poi ti raccontiamo, ma non ti preoccupare. Tanto poi carico tutto su YouTube poi. Appena finisci lo carico subito. Va bene Raxer, non ti preoccupare. No, ci sta il rework di Thatcher. Invece.
More than ever, failure is not an option. No matter what came before, Rainbow will come together and see this through. They'll make things right.
Poi lo devi provare, ma poi magari viene nerfato, viene buffato subito, lì da provare per YTS. Tutti quanti i report che gli fanno.
No other team on the planet can get this done. This is our last chance to salvage this. Otherwise Phobos will be free to act.
Diventa più macchinoso, cioè ora tu lanci il Thatcher e devi proprio prendere in mano un'arma per tirare il gadget, diventa un po' più macchinoso. Sì, esatto. Sì.
This season, one of the most iconic operator for Siege is evolving. After 10 years, even legends need new tools.
Eccolo qua come funziona.
Thatcher is going to bring the EGS disruptor to the field now.
Ma
It's a
raga,
device that has two components. We have the scanner on one side and we have the launcher on the other side. The scanner is a screen that will allow you to see every gadgets that are electronic through surfaces.
Enemy's got tech right in front of you.
The launcher part is able to project EMP charges.
raga, è fenomenale.
The EGS is a very precise gadget. You will be able to see and select a device and shoot it. Once you shoot a device, it will go down for 15 seconds and you can see the progress on the scanner screen. Thatcher is a pathfinder. He has been around for 10 years, and there's a lot more than laser sights now. We are remastering him so he can be relevant for another 10 years. Even after this rework, Thatcher will remain true to himself, and he will be one of the best options for support.
Questo verrà nerfato abbastanza secondo
Also a
me.
brand new weapon. The brand new weapon is a DMR.
Overpiccatissimo sarà overpiccato a stecca.
It has high damage and has the ability to open line of sight from afar. Thatcher
Quindi
will be
a me
the
è
first operator
forte,
with
raga.
4 primary weapons. You will have the L85, the AR-33, the M59, and now the PMR. This new
4 primari.
weapon will be available
Minchia.
on 4 operators. Nuke, Ivana, Capitao, and
Su PC overpiccato per il DMR. Ma su console anche, però.
After that, it will be
Minchia.
available for everyone. This is just the beginning. Moving forward, shared weapon across multiple operator will be one of the core pillar of the gameplay updates in year 11.
Sì.
We have a brand new
Ma di
weapon, a
poco.
brand new gadget, and now to round this up, we have a brand new
Non
elite.
tantissimo.
This elite skin bundle will be available as the season launches.
Ti hanno bannato? No, brother, non mi hanno bannato. Se hai visto il video è fake. Raga, ho visto qualche spoiler, cioè no.
Updates should be something
No.
players look forward to.
Quindi,
Moments that
quella
refresh
tanta roba.
gameplay, breathe new life into operators, weapons, and gadgets, and open the door to new strategies and metas. They should spark creativity and keep the competitive spirit alive. We recognize that recent updates haven't always delivered on that promise. Starting now, we're evolving our balance philosophy. While data and performance metrics remain important, we'll also be factoring in how the changes feel, how fun, engaging, and exciting they are to play. Our goal is simple: to make each update something that you can get excited about. We're committed to building a future where balancing brings joy, not frustration, and where your experience is always at the heart of our decisions. And with that, let's jump into this season's updates. We have an update to one of our core gadget systems in the game, the DSEG system. That stands for Disabled State for Electronic Gadgets. This is where all the tech that goes into how and why electronic gadgets turn off or get scrambled when EMP'd, for example. Two core changes are taking place. One, all standard weapon sights in the game will now be considered electronic. So when you are EMP'd, your sight will now turn off for the duration of the effect, regardless of which one you have equipped. Two, Mute's signal disruptor will no longer act like an EMP, and as such is being removed from the DSEG system. This is to clean up many inconsistencies.
Cos'è? Hanno diminuito il raggio del mute?
For example, if Thermite has an exothermic charge on the main breach
non
and the
conta
signal
come
disruptor
elettronico.
is in range, Thermite will not be able to send the signal to that device and start the breaching process, because the exothermic charge is within Mute's signal disruption area. Now let's switch the position of the signal disruptor. Thermite is standing in range of the signal disruptor, but his placed exothermic charge is not. When he tries to activate the breaching process, it will fail because the communication is disrupted on his end. This was not the case in the past. It used to be that only the placed gadget could be disrupted. Now both the source and endpoint of the communication signal can be disrupted. This also means that if a gadget does not use a communication signal, it will be unaffected by Mute.
Beh, ci sta
Because
questo.
the
Come
person
cosa ci sta?
He no longer disables electronics. He disrupts the signals electronics emit and receive. With this change, he will in fact be countering a few less gadgets.
Tutto bene, Andre? Tu come
So
stai,
he will be
bello?
receiving two additional changes to help offset that. First, he is now a 2-speed, 2-armor operator.
Ciò vai a
Second,
baffare
the
mute.
radius of his signal disruptor has been increased.
Ma baffi anche gli altri operatori. Bella, bella grattacielo così reworkata,
Of consistency we're adjusting for. But this is for a
Cioè è un
reason.
rework nel
When
buff,
her gates are
in fin dei conti. Vero che hanno reworkato anche Parco.
enabled state logic. So they will be disabled for the duration of the EMP, then require to be shot to turn back on, as if you had triggered the gate by throwing something through it. Castle. Castle's update is something I think some might sleep on at first, but I'll tell you one of my strategies for
A
using
Mute
this
gli devi
gate.
fare qualcosa, Mute è troppo
His
forte.
panels are now electrifiable. Throw a Kaid Claw within range of one, and you just verify that panel from ranged assault. Personally, I'll be using this to hold the second floor R6 room as Kaid when defending bunks on layer. No more ash
È inutile
charges
come
coming in
cosa.
window and display are gonna break my teammates' armor panel, protecting me while I
Non so
try to
quanto
breach.
lo vedo usare così il
So why are we
testo.
adjusting Castle? A part of the site adjustment last season for our defenders was to allow us to start tackling the true issue with many of them.
No, può romperlo ancora.
They're not compelling enough to be brought into
Sì,
your lineups.
no,
They
raga,
simply
allora,
won't do.
Ash le cose le
So,
può
we're looking at new
rompere,
ways and listening to your
ma
feedback on how to
se
improve these
tu ci vuoi mettere una
operators
carica,
so
la
that
carica
they have
viene
more
rotta.
of an impact
Perché se tu
with
tiri un
their
puffo di
users.
Ash sul breach, raga, il breach si rompe quando vuoi fare il soft.
In an attacking squad. You need to coordinate with your team to breach key walls.
A meno che non vadano a
to
nerfare il
allow you
buffo
to
di
start
Ash.
stripping away the advantage defenders have when the round starts. And because of this, we are looking to give our Heartbreachers a little attention. Yes, even
Fortezza
Ace,
è molto molto
who is
bella.
surprisingly
Scusa.
happy to step aside and let his counterparts share in the spotlight, because apparently he's been carrying the hard-reaching team for some time now. Let's start with the man that literally started it all, Thermite. Thermite will be receiving 2 changes.
Sì, vedete, Thermite ora 3 cariche, non più 2.
Bringing him to 3.
3 cariche, sì.
Also be receiving a
Ma vi faccio uno spoiler, occhio ad Ace, dovete guardare Ace dopo.
Maverick will be receiving 3 changes. His Breaching Torch will no longer pause to cool down and reload. He will also be receiving
Maverick,
flame grenades. And lastly, he'll be receiving the Reaper Mark II secondary weapon.
Le granate su Maverick sono
Ace has
tornate.
humbly accepted 2
Guardate,
changes.
guardate Ace che cos'ha l'imbasto
Staging for
sul
slowing
3.
down and becoming a 3 armor
E
and
flash.
speed. He will also be receiving his own set
E
of
spoiler, Ace diventa 2 di velocità al posto di 1.
Habana will be receiving more changes than the rest.
No, 2
Because recoil to the
di
Type
velocità.
9 assault rifle,
1
will
3.
also be receiving the PMR 9
Ah, 1?
from
Ah,
the
ok, sorry, mi sono confuso io allora. Mia
Claymores
colpa.
will be added to her secondary options, and her X-Kuro launcher will no longer need to be reloaded between shots. That's it for balancing for now, but we hope you like where we're going with this adjustment in our balancing philosophy, which will of course still continue to grow and evolve as we gather your feedback and look towards the future.
Questo anti-cheat, qua parla dell'anti-cheat.
We know cheating has hurt your experience in Siege, and we need to be clear. Our recent detection and prevention systems haven't kept pace with the rapid evolution,
Ace con le stun è tanta roba.
especially since our move to free access. This season, we are taking responsibility and continuing to invest in stronger measures to protect fairness and security in Siege. Cheating cuts into what makes Siege great: skill, teamwork, and strategy. Shield Guard remains the backbone of our protection system. In Season 3, we delivered weekly security updates. And now in Season 4, we're changing the cadence. Twice a week, new updates will roll out to constantly disrupt cheat makers and make their work harder. We're also pushing to be faster and more aggressive with data-driven bans. Our research and development team are tracking new cheat patterns every day.
Ci vedrà.
Progress, but we're not satisfied. Our focus is to permanently ban more cheaters and do it faster. Another major advancement on the way is recoil script detection. We're building a system that can accurately detect macros and scripts without punishing skilled players. In Season 4, we're working directly with pros to collect recoil data, ensuring it's both precise and fair. This is a big step forward, and we are confident that in Year 11, this will roll out to directly protect your matches. And we know the fight against cheaters is never ending. This season, we're stepping up with more research and development, smarter data bans, and more frequent Shield Guard updates, all aimed at making Siege as fair and secure as possible.
Qua esplodono, no, parlano di macro per PC.
While the esports tab is great for staying up to date on everything that's happening in the scene, we also want to make it rewarding for you to jump in and be active. So we're bringing the predictions feature to the game. With predictions, you can make your picks, decide who's going to win.
Ma questo è
You can get
per i
rewarded
voti.
for it with alpha packs and skins. Jump in, make your predictions, and get rewarded for it. At the end of the day, the esports tab continues to grow just like our esports scene in Siege.
No, è diversa, Bryce.
While we've been
Non è
working on our
diversa, l'ho
matchmaking
vista.
tools over the past while, we've heard you, and we need to continue to invest in our matchmaking. That's why this season we're bringing visual rank matchmaking to the ranked playlist. What that means is that it will find players relevant to your skill, sort them based on the difference of your visual rank, and make sure those that end up in your match are as close as possible to your own visual rank and skill. For example, if you're just starting your season at Copper 5, you don't want to be matched against players who've been playing already all season. You would like to match with people who are of your skill level, but are also just starting the season similar to you. And for those who are pairing up and making a squad, we'll use the highest rank within the squad. We want to continue to invest in the matchmaking of ranked.
No, ma devi capire
Season 4 will be a great time to jump into ranked with the
un
improvements.
po' di cose perché Io che magari gioco con la chat è
This
diverso.
season, for training and onboarding, we have something for both newcomers and veterans. And for those that like to hunt, the Carries Legion are your new targets. As a map learning tool, being able to navigate maps and take gunfights is really important when you're trying to learn where the staircase is, how am I supposed to move around this map, and where are those danger areas.
Oddio, le cacce terroristi,
Now the
raga.
Carries Legion are all over the
Adoro.
map, and they move, they roam, they take those gunfights, they might
No,
even
no, ma
throw
non
an
stavano
impact
facendo
grenade.
vedere
So keep your
il
senses alive
matchmaking,
and take
come
those
sarà.
gunfights one at a time. In this mode, we've offered some new quality of life as well. You can get eliminated, quickly respawn to get back into the action.
Ah,
and
respawni
change
però.
operator at any
Sta
time
bello, bello,
to
bello, mi
upgrade
piace.
loadouts and weapons. We
E a
know
parte
this
che-
training tool means a lot to players. That's why we're committed to continue to invest in it and make sure it's the training tool you
Sì.
need to warm up, take gunfights, and climb the ranks. In Season 4, we have bot teammates coming on both enlisted and field training. They play the role of both attack and defense.
No, raga, però a me non
giving you a
piace quella
full
mappa in alto
5v5
alla
match.
sinistra, ma è
Bot's an
orribile.
important role for welcoming new players into Siege. Playing on a full team and understanding how gadgets are placed,
Ah, ok.
how operators interact, and even how to enter into a building. These are important first steps for players before they enter into PvP. And for players looking to customize their experience, now you can turn on the location of cameras, staircases, hatches, and more directly from the pause menu. We're bringing the mini-map to bot matches and training tools. Minimap is a great way to understand the layout of the different rooms and be able to navigate throughout a building. Whether you're a newcomer or a veteran preparing for your next match, we have something new for training and onboarding in Season 4.
Testing grounds, vediamo.
Coming up this season, we have a brand new playlist, the Testing Grounds. The Testing Ground is a playlist that will focus on communication, community, and experimentation. The Testing Ground is all about gathering feedback before we implement the new feature. Everyone will be able to access this content. It's going to be on the main hub. For the first Testing Ground, the subject is going to be armor and speed. Operator can customize health, speed, and sound through the armor choices. You might be a fan of the Gridlock's gadget, but not super comfortable with the armor and speed. This set of new changes allow you to customize their speed. For the purposes of testing ground, we will be using the quick match setting, and with the limited pool of maps. This will be available for 1 week during January. To make sure that we gather feedback, we've implemented a QR code on the main menu. Testing Ground is all about working with you. If you want to be part of the future of Siege, this is where it starts. Before we dive into our next topic, there's one operator who always knows how to make an impact. Long before Rainbow, Goyo learned how to turn chaos into precision. Let's take a look.
Bello. Che è doc questo. È vero, il Goyo Elite. Ok, raga, questo è l'Elite nuovo che esce tra mezz'ora. No, non è brutto, ci sta. Adesso questa è la nuova mappa, adesso vedere la nuova mappa.
For those at the Munich Major, you may have already seen Fortress in action during the Creator Show match earlier. For everyone else, you'll get to experience this for yourself this season. This full rework addresses its major pain points: unbalanced bomb sites, too many hallways, lack of good attacker entries, and the courtyard design. What has changed? Objectives have been rebalanced one at a time through playtests.
Vedi, all'interno cambia molto poco la mappa.
The courtyard has been transformed into an exterior zone for
Esteticamente
attacker entries. Several
cambia un po'.
including
Qua
the
sopra
huge
è diverso.
updates plus unique features have been added to the objectives for replayability.
Però hanno cercato di tenerla molto simile. L'hanno resa leggermente più giocabile.
And we're excited for you to play it once
Era
again.
per il nuovo tipo di gameplay, sì.
This season, alongside the reworked Fortress,
Lo so.
now Theme Park and Skyscraper
In park è assurda.
This is part of our
Guarda le
ongoing
luci,
effort to
guarda
keep
le
Foundation
luci.
Siege fresh and competitive season after season.
Ah, l'anniversario di 10 anni di Rainbow
On
questo.
behalf of the entire Siege team, we'd like to thank you for your dedication and your passion for the game. Without you, we couldn't celebrate this amazing
Sarà l'evento.
milestone. 10 years of Siege and 100 million
100 million players.
It's an incredible result, and we can't wait to keep on building on this. And so with that, we want to share a little clip that celebrates the game and this amazing community and how far we've come.
No, raga. Mi rifai l'intro. Se mi rifai l'intro così mi metto a piangere io. Mi fai tornare ai vecchi tempo. Sì, l'evento sarà bello. Bello, ma come stiamo? Ah no, aspetta. Questo è il lancio di Siege. Mamma raga, che bello che era quel Rainbow qua. Tutto bene, ma tutto bene, amo. Cioè, raga, le mappe di notte. A parte che hanno detto che le rimetteranno le mappe di notte. E io anche. Fortissimo nuovo touch, Kickstar. Sì, molto bello.
We'll introduce Siege X.
Non puoi giocare a un gioco come era all'inizio.
Thank you again.
Quello lo faranno, hanno detto che lo faranno. Non l'ho ben capito, ma dopo me lo devo riguardare bene. Comunque uscirà il video di tutto il reveal su YouTube. Subito, appena finisce. Questo è figo. Carino.
This event will have callbacks and Easter eggs to some amazing moments.
Evento limitato con gli Easter egg.
Forward to you checking out the map and everything else that's coming with the new season soon. And there are more rewards to be given out, so stay tuned to our social media. November 17th is when the test server drops.
Domani escono i TTS.
Your feedback and check out the new content. The launch of the season, Operation Tenfold Pursuit, is December 2nd. So jump in and check out everything that's new in the game, as well as this fantastic celebration. Thank you so much.
Rientriamo.
Wait to see you in a match.
Il 2 dicembre. Ufficiale, 2 dicembre.
We now know everything about Operation Tenfold Pursuit.
E domani escono i TTS per chi gioca da PC.
Celebrating 10 years of a siege as well. I know there was so much in this reveal panel, but I have to ask you two.